G'day from the Bureau with your national weather forecast around the country for Friday, the 25th of July. And what we've been talking about all week is this cold front, and that's going to be impacting much of the country on Friday with this large band of soaking rainfall from the NT, South Australia, and then into western parts of Victoria and New South Wales during the afternoon and evening. And then behind that low, we're going to see cold, wet, and windy conditions expanding right across much of South Australia. And we do have damaging wind warnings current for a number of states as well, thanks to this system. And for more information on that, you can check out our severe weather video. Elsewhere though, after a wild few days, high pressure will ease conditions through much of WA, dry across the north, warm after a cold, frosty start through eastern parts, but that rain will be impacting those eastern states Friday night into Saturday. But let's have a look at all of this in more detail. Firstly, in Queensland, we're going to see pretty warm conditions ahead of this trough system moving in, getting temperatures in the high 20s to near 30. Then that band will come in later in the day with showers, thunderstorms and patchy rain moving into western and southwestern parts of Queensland during the afternoon and evening on Friday. Elsewhere though, it will be another dry and partly cloudy day. Just a couple of showers around the north tropical coast there and warm temperatures. And then for the southeastern parts, could see some morning frost patches through inland Queensland, but warming up with temperatures into the low to mid 20s. A little bit cooler though along the range towards Toowoomba. Brisbane partly cloudy and 21 degrees. Moving down into New South Wales where high pressure dominates, a very cold frosty morning for many of our inland areas, dropping to -5 in the morning on Canberra. But notice this big weather system starts moving into western parts of the state during the afternoon, and that'll extend right across the state Friday night into Saturday morning. But ahead of that, another lovely sunny day for much of eastern New South Wales. After a cold frosty morning, it will be a bright and sunny day for much of the coast, but that rainfall will be moving into western parts, soaking rainfall for those in southwestern and western parts there, and get into the Riverina later in the day. Canberra, cold frosty start, -5, getting up to 14 with cloud increasing and winds increasing. Sydney, a lovely sunny day after a cold start and 18 degrees. Down into Victoria, it is going to be a cold and windy one ahead of this rain band moving in later in the day, with a big band of rain moving into western and northern parts of the state during the afternoon and evening. And this is going to bring soaking rainfall for western and northwestern parts of the state. We could see 15, 20, 25 millimetres in some areas. And for many, this will be the best rainfall they've seen in many, many months. So welcome rainfall for those in western and northern parts. That'll move into central parts of the state as well as we get into Friday afternoon and evening, and then sweep across the rest of the state on Friday night. Cold and windy ahead of it though, temperatures in the low teens, not even reaching double figures around Ballarat. Then that rain will make it feel even colder. Melbourne looking at a cold and windy day, 14 degrees. It'll feel colder than that, and then rain developing during the afternoon. Moving down into Tasmania, it'll be another cool and partly cloudy day. They probably won't see the impacts of this weather system though until later on Friday night. You'll start to see the rain and that pick up later in the day across western and northern parts of the state. But through the east and south, we'll stay fine, cool and partly cloudy. Hobart looking at a cold start around 3 and then warming up to 14 degrees with partly cloudy skies. Now, South Australia will be the main focus of this weather system tomorrow. As you can see, this very large band of rain spreading right across the state of South Australia, bringing soaking rainfall to southern and northern agricultural areas. So great news there. But it will also be accompanied by lots of strong and gusty winds. We do have severe weather warnings for much of the state for these strong winds. It'll be cold, it'll be windy, it'll be wet. So a really big winter's day right across the state of South Australia. And again, soaking rainfall for those that really do need it. Adelaide looking at a cold, windy, wet day with lots of rain about as well. Rainy, 13 degrees in Adelaide. Moving into WA, we're going to see that high pressure move in as you saw earlier. It's going to ease conditions through most of the state as this weather system moves into our central and eastern states. Still pretty cold though, with those southerly winds sweeping across the state. So temperatures in the low to mid-teens through much of southern WA, and even getting into the low 20s through northern WA as well, which is a few degrees below average. Perth looking at a partly cloudy day and 15 degrees. And then finally, across northern Australia, you can see this trough system will actually move through the NT during the day, bringing showers, gusty winds, and maybe a chance of a thunderstorm or two as well. And some of those light showers may even get up into the northern parts of the NT as well. So watch out for that. Temperatures are pretty warm ahead of it, you can see here, but then pretty cool behind it. Uluru only looking at 15 degrees. And in the northern parts of the NT, keeping that warm and dry conditions apart from those hit and miss showers. Darwin, partly cloudy and 31 degrees. So with all this weather around the country on Friday and into the weekend, remember you can always get the latest forecast for your area via our website and app, and we'll see you again tomorrow.